Essa mina é perigo.
Essa mina é perigo. Essa mina é perigo. Essa mina é perigo. Essa mina é perigo.
That's why everyone's like, oh, that's not the most effective way to hit somebody. That's not all martial arts is about. Like, it's not about being the toughest guy. It's about being the healthiest human being for as long as possible. And yes, there's also a combat aspect to it, but it's not so simple. It's like when, so you know who Vasily Lomachenko is?
No.
Alright, he's a revolutionary boxer. Like, this kid, something like 396 wins and 1 loss, which he avenged twice as an amateur. And his footwork combines offensive and defensive movement in a way that no one's ever seen before, right? Like, he's an anomaly. Really, really intelligent stuff. But coaches and trainers and fighters all over the world are now trying to mimic his thing because it's so superior, right?
Yeah,
But
makes
that's
sense.
life.
Yeah.
The technology, like your phone, you have access to everybody in the world, right? So when someone breaks through, the whole world can copy them and try it and then tweak it and evolve it faster. That's how we're moving so fast. That's how I want to document everything. Like I want the 16-year-old version of me to be like, oh wait, there's actually a path to do martial arts in a way that could be a viable career or train people. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be right. I want to really document this whole thing. When you try to hit something, when you don't know anything, you do all this stuff. And you create tension patterns that are very, very hard to get rid of later. So like, if you spar with someone that's not very controlled early on, you're gonna get really scared, you're gonna get hit, there's gonna be a shock, you're gonna get hurt. Even just mentally, you get hurt mentally, and then you're always a little tense and nervous. You even see it at like the highest level fighters. They just got hit and hurt too early. They should have been doing this for a pretty long time before they ever put their gloves on something. But that takes patience, and nobody has patience when it comes to fighting. Like, nobody wants patience. Negativity, like, I'm visceral to it. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. Like, she's learned better communication skills, better people skills, better social media skills, better, like, you know, how to ask questions the right way. Like we work on that stuff. So all the skills that we need to be good at are like good life skills.
Yeah.
You also want to have a focus. So let's write down some focuses, right? So hitting the palm in the center, that could be a focus, right?
That was today's.
Great. Pivoting is a focus, right? Keeping your elbow down is a focus. Keeping your eyes on the target is a focus.
Staying low.
You know, keeping your knees bent evenly is a focus. Fully extending your arms and not punching short is a focus, right? Sometimes I'm jabbing from just this distance, right? Sometimes I'm jabbing from inside where I can already reach them. Sometimes I'm just bouncing around. I'm catching things like he throws a jab, and I'm going back and then going forward again. You gotta be going in, right? Just throw it from all different distances, all different positions. You're like only comfortable to throw a combination when you're like this distance, right? You're like, I'm safe enough to not get hit, but as you're moving forward, now you're going through all those different ranges to get caught. Right? Try to sneak in more. Sneak, just touch his glove. Touch. Move your way in, and then when you feel like he went forward a little bit, you went forward, you moved a little bit, you feel that you're in the distance, then jab to the chest, try to throw something, then move back out. But you're not collecting information. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, all right, I'm gonna throw 1-2 roundhouse. Here we go. 1-2 roundhouse. Right, you gotta be like, what does he do when I do this? So he moves that way. So let's just react, right? He moves that way. So I'm seeing a couple things. This hand pulls down. So I'm thinking roundhouse kick if I have the flexibility, or hook punch if I don't have the flexibility. So the next time I do it, he does the same thing. He's also open here. So I would say, okay, I jab here. Next time I'm gonna jab here to make sure he really brings this down. And then a moment later I might fake and throw something that way. But I'm collecting information that he's given me, not just saying, I'm gonna throw this next. The biggest thing when we're in the inside regular sparring, every time I move my arm, you're you're turning your eyes away from me. It's the worst thing you can do, right? So just when you're on the inside, you have the right instincts. Like you're thinking, okay, when he throws, his hand's gonna be here, and you're gonna throw here. Like you have the right instinct, but then you're instead of just let it go, just let it happen. You're like winding, like you want it so bad. Right? It's hard to land the punch when you really, really want it. If you just like, just tap, 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 right? When you're throwing, I'm like just trying to just put my glove forward at the right moment, and then it frustrates you. And then later on, I'm gonna build to a bigger shot. Does that make sense? Just try to touch more.
So take turns with being the aggressor, and then not, because that's gonna throw people off. And it's gonna be like, huh, not coming in. I have to rethink my strategy a little bit here. That I think that will definitely help things.
And with your breathing, I definitely think there is a connection between the consistency of your movements and the consistency of your breath. And if you're controlling your breath more, if you're using shorter breaths to throw shorter punches with less on them, to explore more exploratory strikes, then you can kind of bring it in. Control your breath to control your strikes,
We are fundamentally a very defensive school. That's what we focus on. When you guys first started, I said that. I was like, develop a really good defense first. Develop really good distance, understanding how to just block a little, like that's what we all really focus on. We hate getting hit. So if you, like he says, if you're the most aggressive person, it's gonna be easy for us to just wait and have you walk into things. But have that cadence back and forth. All right guys, next time. Good work. Thank you.